My manager just called me into her office and I had no idea what was coming. I'm a marketing specialist at a small firm in downtown LA, and I've been working on a major campaign for a new client. My coworker, Alex, has been trying to sabotage me for months, and I think I just found out why. I've been putting in long hours to make sure everything is perfect, and it's finally paying off. But as I sat down in her office, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I've been working at this company for 3 years, and I've always gotten along with my coworkers. But Alex is different. He's been acting weird ever since we started working on this campaign together. He's always making snide comments and trying to undermine my ideas. I've tried to brush it off, but it's getting old. My manager, Rachel, told me that Alex had presented my work as his own to the CEO, and that he was taking credit for the entire campaign. I couldn't believe it. I asked her if she was kidding, and she just shook her head. I'm afraid not, she said. Alex has been trying to impress the CEO for months, and he's been willing to do whatever it takes to get ahead. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. All my hard work, and Alex was just going to take credit for it? It wasn't fair. Rachel told me that she was going to talk to the CEO and clear things up, but I knew I had to do something more. I started digging through my emails and found a thread where Alex had asked me to make changes to the campaign. I had assumed he was just trying to help, but now I realized he was trying to cover his tracks. I printed out the emails and made a copy for Rachel. When I got back to my desk, Alex was acting like nothing was wrong. Hey, how was your meeting with Rachel? He asked, grinning. I just smiled and said, it was fine. But then I started to plot my revenge. I waited until the company meeting that afternoon, when the whole team was gathered in the conference room. Rachel stood up and announced that she had some important news to share. As you all know, we've been working on a major campaign for a new client, she said. And I'm proud to announce that it's been a huge success. But what's not okay is that someone took credit for work that wasn't their own. She looked straight at Alex, and I could see the guilt written all over his face. I've been investigating, and it turns out that Alex presented my employee's work as his own to the CEO, Rachel continued. Not only is that unacceptable, but it's also not going to be tolerated here. The room fell silent, and everyone was staring at Alex. He looked like he was about to crawl under a rock and hide. I'm sorry, he muttered, but it was too late. The CEO stood up and announced that Alex was being demoted, effective immediately. I couldn't believe it. Justice had been served, and I was finally going to get the recognition I deserved. As I walked out of the conference room, I felt a sense of satisfaction. I had stood up for myself, and it had paid off. Looks like someone's not getting a promotion this year, I said, smirking at Alex. He just shook his head and walked away.